Hey Merit Heathens, J4D3 here, and what we're drawing today is a picture of the Elric brothers from Full Metal Alchemist, one of my kids' favorite Japanese animations. I gotta admit, I like it too, quite a bit. It's about two brothers who use alchemy in their quest to create a philosopher's stone which will make them immortal or let them bring back their bodies. I haven't watched the entire series. I've only seen, I don't know, maybe half of it. And then they remade them, and anyways. I wanted to draw this in my own style, but stay true to the characters, so I did look at some cosplayer images, but then shut them all down and kind of drew it from memory. And so I think it turned out pretty cool. Except for that symbol I'm drawing right now, I did actually have to pull the picture to look at that. So I wanted to make sure it was correct. I drew this using mostly a brush pen. A Pentel pocket brush pen. And I'm getting pretty good at it. If anyone's interested, I get mine off Amazon. And the refills, I would get, you can buy them in like 6 packs of refills. If you do buy a pocket brush pen, Pentel one, I would get a set of refills right away because they just go through the ink like nobody's business. So, what I want to talk about with this Inktober drawing for day 6 here is Japanese cartoons and my experience with them. So, like most American kids, the first Japanese cartoons I watched were Speed Racer. But there's actually one right before that, which I loved, which was called Marine Boy. Or, sorry, not Marine, it was Aqua Boy? Aqua Boy? Oh, I'm totally blanking. So it was either Aqua Boy or Marine Boy. And I was really, really little. And I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And then Speed Racer, totally badass. And then when I got a little bit older, I got into an anime called Star Blazers, which was epic. I'd watch it every morning before I went to school. And then later on, when I got home, I'd watch it too. And then from there, I went on to Robotech. And this was all fun and good. All these serialized Japanese cartoons I was watching. But the big tipping point that made me fall in love with Japanese cartoons was my very first con I went to. Science fiction convention. And they played one called Black Magic M66. And it was about the scientist who made these robots for the military, and then during transportation they crashed and they got activated, and they were after the scientist's granddaughter because they were trained to go to her as part of their training, but when they got activated they were going to go kill her. And it's about a sneaky, so it's about that, and then about a sneaky news reporter who starts tracking down the story, and then she goes and saves the scientist's daughter, or sorry, granddaughter. But anyways, it was like nothing I'd ever seen before in my life. There was a little bit of nudity in it. It was my first time seeing Japanese robots, except for Mechagodzilla. I mean, I think I even saw this anime before I saw Ultraman. Okay, that's not completely true. The one robot I did see before that was Mazinga from the Shogun Warriors, which I had a big Mazinga toy. But this was like nothing out there. This anime, this Black Magic M66. I was completely blown away by it. The guy I watched it, and the guy played it on a laser disc, and then he was telling me all about it and all these different animes that are out there, and I was done. I was sold. If I never saw another episode of The Roadrunner or Bugs Bunny again, I would be able to die happy because of my new love of Japanese cartoons. Even calling them cartoons doesn't even seem right. Just the medium was amazing. Anyway, so that's why I decided to draw this picture, is because this is something my kids watch. I watched with them, and watching them get excited about this was wonderful, because it reminded me of my love of anime and watching Black Magic M66 for the first time. And all three of my kids love it. My daughter, my son, and then especially my foster daughter. When she'd stay with us, she'd play Full Metal Alchemist on PlayStation 3 or 2, PlayStation 2, I think what it was, and was really into it. In fact, one of my daughter's friends who transitioned from a lady into a guy would come to my daughter's birthday parties and Halloween parties dressed as the youngest brother, Edward, with like a blonde wig ponytail, and it was great. So much fun. So I guess that's why I drew this picture. And I wanted to get better at my brush pen, which I'm slowly getting better. So, anyways, my heathens, thanks for listening to me talk about Full Metal Alchemist and why I drew this picture. And I will talk to you guys later. I hope you like my Inktober drawing, and I hope you watch the rest of them. Alrighty, J4D3 the Art Heathen, I'm going to bounce out of here, and I'll talk to you guys on the next vid. Peace. Be good to each other, my heathens. I'm out.